You're listening to the Midnight Hour with your host Kyle, where we play the local jazz bands, well, underground jazz bands. For those of you just tuning in, I'm Kyle, the host of the show. Along with me is Zach NoFire. Zach, did you want to say anything?
Hey, don't forget about me. I'm Kenny MacG with the news report. I give you all the hot scoops around your world. Hope you guys really enjoy the show. And I'll give you your 5-minute hot spot on what's going on in your world. Thank you. Back to you, Kyle.
For those of you just tuning in, we got a special treat for you. The first band we're playing at the Midnight Hour is the Twin Trumpets. Zach is going to be on the backup hour. Go ahead and play it, Zach.
Coming at you.
That was Eyes in the Moon. I hope you guys are able to stop kissing, because now we have with us Zach NoFire to bring us some news. Zach, what's going on out there?
Well, you know what? I hope you're waking up, because I got a big one for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the Midnight Hour. This station has been brought to you personally by my own money
And I do mean my money because I work.
Would you do like 5%? This radio station started back in college in the dorm room whenever I put this thing together with my own two hands with... Sorry, kids. Go on, Zach. What were you complaining, talking about?
What was I talking about? Maybe I was complaining about all those times that I was right there by your side, all those sleepless nights in college. Those
all right, don't get a little too gay on me now.
No,
this is
we're
a
not going
jazz
gay.
station.
We're not
This is
going gay. I was like, I fed you through your high school days. I mean, college. This is why I didn't graduate college.
We're sorry for that interruption. For all of you who are just tuning in, we just played the Twin Trumpets, Eyes in the Moon. For those of you just tuning in, we play the underground station, local bands, local songs, and even sometimes across the country. Usually it's just mainly underground instrumental jazz for all you people who are laid back, unlike the others that we hired here at this station.
We get it, Cal. We get the music, okay? People tune in.
You're still like 10 minutes late making my coffee anyway. So.
I'm your coffee boy. Your coffee boy, am I? Okay. You know what, guys? Why don't we just go to the next song because you know what? This is going to take a second. So here's Cat for a Rat. There's a great name for you. I wonder how you got that. Well, let me tell you how you got that name, ladies and gentlemen. Guy was not allowed to buy a cat from his landlord. His landlord wouldn't let him have a cat. Guy finds a rat inside that apartment, the very apartment he's not allowed to have cats in.
Are you serious? I didn't know that about that band.
Yeah. So he names the rat Cat, and you know what? This cat rat, inspires this man to write this next song, which is Last Card on the Table. So let's hear it.
It sounds like something about in a bar or something. Was it like literally his last card? Like he walked out on the last card?
He literally was drunk when he brought the rat into the bar, and the rat escaped from his pocket, took the last card off the table. The guy ended up killing the rat because, well, not the guy, but the guy he was playing. The guy did not like this rat stealing his card, so he really smashed this rat, and this is about his song.
All right. Well, you heard it from Zach there. Cat for a Rat, last card on the table. Enjoy.
Midnight Hour on the Underground Jazz Network. This is Kenny Mac G with your 5-minute hotspot on the world news around you. Gas prices have gone down 20 cents. That's pretty cool. And also, I spoke to John Cusack over his new book, and the book is titled Help. I asked John Cusack in an interview how and what inspired him to come up with the title Help. He said, Help? I don't know. Coming up on 12/12 tonight, I hope everybody is warm, snug in their bed listening to my soft voice, or driving on the way to Timbuktu or Arizona, even Maine, wherever you're going to.
You forgot to even let them know who they're listening to. These guys have no idea. They could just be turning it off right now. I'd be guys.
You
would
don't-
not blame you if you turned it off right now.
And there goes $50.
I just telling them about the news. It's good to know. I just like informing people about the world around them.
You know what, Zach? You just need to quit interrupting Kenny on his hour. This is his hour. He's got like a few more minutes left to talk. Let him talk, man.
Thank you. Well, anyways,
Like if I interrupted you, Zach. Dang. Show some respect.
in other news, cattle is hurting the
If you
environment.
want to lie to your audience, you by all means. But folks,
Yeah, but they have a
I'll tell you.
jukebox that is free, and they even have pancakes for like 10 cents. That's like
other news,
1960s for you right
You're
there.
telling
Cattle
them
can
about free
hurt
stuff when
the
we got a
environment.
radio.
It is overproduced.
I'm still missing that coffee, folks. For those of you listening, I really hope you're enjoying your coffee right now, because over here on this line, there's no coffee. There's not a single cup of
Won't
coffee.
you stop being so cheap? Hire another guy to get you some coffee. Come up with some guys whose job it is to get you some coffee.
The only other guy here who can get the coffee is Kenny. I don't even know what his job title is.
I'm not age discriminatory, man. All right. Hey, if you want to just,
I bet you hired him.
I did hire him
Stop, guys.
because I'm not
Please,
age
please.
discriminatory like some people.
What does he get done?
What does he get done?
What does he get done?
He warms my chair.
Thank you. All right. So, anyways, in other news,
For those of you just tuning in, this is the Midnight Hour, where we play instrumental underground jazz bands. The last two songs that we played for the Midnight Hour tonight was Twin Trumpets, Eyes on the Moon, Cat for a Rat, The Last Card on the Table. I'm your host, Kyle. Along with me is Zach No-Fire, who still hasn't gotten me a coffee yet.
Going on about your dang
That's some
coffee. You would think
guys,
after doing this for
can you
20
please-
years, Kyle, you wouldn't need coffee to stay awake for an hour.
Stop.
It's true.
Stop. Coffee's. It's not good. You don't need coffee.
All right, well, all you cats out there, I am going to go get myself a cup of coffee while I turn over the mic over to Zach. All of you stay sane for me. I care for each and every single one of you, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you. Won't you go stretch your legs or something? Get out of here. Move it. But, yeah, that is what I go through, folks. And let me just let you know, just since it's just me and you.
It is still my time to talk. Thank you. Well,
Being straight up with you, the Kyle is
Son
not
of a
here. He
gun.
probably wouldn't agree with me. But
God
this
dang
music-
it.
You know, I've never been a fan of jazz, but it's not so bad. You know, I understand you have lots of listening opportunities. There's rock, there's classical, there's pop, and there's blah blah. I could go on and on and on, but you're listening to the jazz. Not just jazz, underground jazz. I mean, these guys grew up in back alleys. These guys grew up in landfields and
The
bushes
subway.
and gutters.
The,
You know how hard it is to play
The crib.
a trumpet that you found in the garbage?
I haven't
It's
finished my
terrible.
news. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it didn't taste that well, and you're complaining about spit and these high school things. I don't even know because I didn't graduate high school. I was never in band. And now I'm working on a radio show. How does that happen, folks? Well, let me tell you how that happens. It just happens. Now what are we wrapping into? Kyle, since you're back here, what are we wrapping? Oh, it's not my job. What's the kid? He fell asleep.
He's been asleep. You hired him.
I'm not asleep. I'm not asleep. I'm right
For those
here.
of you
I'm not
just tuning
asleep.
in,
I'm
this
not
is the
asleep.
Midnight Hour, where we play the underground
I'm
instrumental
not.
jazz music, where all your jazz needs are right here. For all you oldies fans out there, we got a real special treat for you tonight. Chick on the Bass. The interesting story about the Chick on the Bass, the band literally hired this bassist, who, yes, was a chick, and as soon as she was hired on, they hadn't come up with a band name yet, and they just suggested Chick on the Bass. Not to diss the band here, but I'm pretty sure most of the time whenever I've seen that band play locally, most of the people I've interviewed who watch this band, it's for the Chick on the Bass. Zach, have you ever seen that band yet? Chick on the
No,
Bass?
I bet you didn't know that I used to date that chick on the bass.
You dated that chick on the... Oh, wow.
Chick on the bass.
I did not know you were into soul women.
I was not. And that is
She used
why
to
I
be a
loved her.
soul artist, you know that.
I did know that. And let me tell you something. Soul is the last thing in that woman's body because she was terrible. She abused me,
She quit because of her throat.
probably from yelling at everybody too much. Who
Guys, I'm
knows?
still here.
It's soul music, man. You're allowed to sing about whoever you want.
Do I still get money?
It's soul music.
I love you.
Okay, so
I love you guys.
up next for you guys is Chick on the Bass. Shoot, I missed the train.
Chick on the...
Chick on the Bass. Shoot, I missed the train. I'm glad you guys were here to join us at the Midnight Hour. For those of you just tuning in, we play underground instrumental jazz. I'm your host, Kyle. Alongside me is Zach No-Fire. We were just talking about how Kenny didn't really get enough time to finish what he was going to say, so we're going to give this a few minutes to Kenny. Kenny, take it away.
Well, I really appreciate it, Kyle. That's very mature of you. You've really grown in this time and hour, and I'm ready to give my speech, and thank you. So, my spiel, 5 minutes with Kenny, your hot news station for what's going around in your world. Well, first of all, we would like to talk about the housing rates and how inflation has gone deflated. You know what I'm saying? But
You know what? Maybe I'll just quit. And then what are you gonna do? Who's gonna run? Who's gonna get your coffee for you? Well,
I think there's that kid, what's his name?
yeah. How's he?
Kenny.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting the coffee.
Kid, where is he?
Well, you know what? The train's just passing by, and that just reminds me, for those of you who are just tuning in, we just played the band Chick on the bass. Shoot, I missed the train. And wouldn't you know it, it's a shame Zach didn't get on that train either.
You know what? If I had the money, I would. You know what? Actually, I don't need money. I'm just gonna hop one day, Kyle, on that train and just disappear. What are you gonna do? You're gonna miss me, and then you're gonna be talking about Zach 24/7 on this radio station. The only thing that keeps it alive.
You know what? For those of you just tuning in, we got a request just now, and they requested to play Chick on the Bass. Shoot, I missed the train, just because it seems like a lot of people are watching the train go by at this hour.
It's really
So
pretty.
for all
It's
you
really
guys
nice to see.
who are by the train track, let me just say, enjoy this next one.
Hey, I
Shoot,
got a request. Why don't we request Kyle stop talking and play the song? Let's go. That's a request, man. This is why we're losing viewers every day.
Shoot, I missed the train by Chick
You
on
know
the
what?
Bass.
You know,
Thank you.
Chick on the train.
everybody. It's Zach No Fire, and that was Chicks on a Bass and Shoot I Missed My Train request that we got, of course, because what else do you guys have to do in this town? But hey, guess what? You know, it's been silent up here. Kyle took a little break, and I was just thinking, you know, how about movies? You know, I was thinking about silent movies the other day, and that was just because how different would it be if today's movies were silent?
They'd probably be better. That's what they'd be.
Nobody asked your opinion just yet. I was making a point. All right, I mean, just think about it, folks. I mean, there's tons of movies out there where there's movies where it's just completely subtitles. I have no idea what these people are saying. It's just a bunch of noise to me until I actually read it. So technically, if I wanted to, I could turn the sound off, and it'd be just the same. But, as you know, that's not the case. But I was just wondering if you guys had any input. I mean, what if the Avengers was in silence? All these top movies right now. But enough of me. Well, Kyle, what do you have? You must have an opinion since you got an opinion on everything, right?
You're one to talk, Zach. Actually, I'd like to hear what Kenny says on this. He's been sitting over there. Kenny, you got something to say?
Well,
movies?
thanks. I appreciate you recognizing me. I feel like movies are just a distant away from reality. Like, if we watch movies, we get away from our awful, demented lives. Personally, it is against my religion to watch movies. However, I do appreciate the style and the art of making movies as well as radio. I just think it's a beautiful thing, and if they were silent, then maybe they'd try harder, and maybe wouldn't spend their money on explosions to get the views, and they'd actually have to use their mind.
Sound sucks.
Hey.
Overused CGI. What happened to the puppets? Remember the good old days? Yeah, very rare. Very rare, the puppets.
I like Shakespeare. Actually, I think Shakespeare's kind of cool because he had to write stuff and
look at him staring me down. He's just staring me down.
Stop. Just stop and let me talk. Hey. Shut your mouth.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he puts in more cash to keep this station alive than anybody else just because he loves listening to this Midnight Hour. For those of you just tuning in, this is the Midnight Hour where we play underground instrumental jazz. The last couple songs we played was
just
Twin
because
Trumpets, Cat for a Rat, and Chick on a Bass. What new songs do you got for Zach? I mean, goodness gracious, give us something good. Give us something jazzy.
You want something jazzy?
We want something jazzy.
All right, I'll give you something jazzy that's just going to knock your block off.
Okay. We got a request in. What do we got?
We got
Sheriff of the Mayberry.
How about that? You know what? And you know what they're singing? The new Me and My New Shoes. That's what's going on, and that's what I need. Some new shoes.
I was gonna say I got me some shoes. Zach, you're always coming in here with your raggedy old shoes. I don't know if you're trying to be jazzy or you're just really just.
Hey, if you don't like it, won't you up my pay?
You know, I would. You know what? Kenny, you don't even wear shoes.
No, I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because shoes are not a part of you. You're a part of the shoes. You have to be something you're not.
You're like, he doesn't care about anybody's paycheck. Look at him. He's just happy about doing whatever because he gets whatever he wants for free.
Shut
That's
up.
Right. He gets everything he wants for free.
I don't. I have to pay for. I have to pay for pay for patience because I don't have none right now because you guys keep
Zach can't fix squat, and I'm
interrupting
too
me.
busy being the host of the show.
So, anyways, as I was saying.
Oh, right, Sheriff on the Mayberry, get that thing.
Wow,
going,
he
Kyle.
finally remembers.
Oh, well, excuse me for just being the guy that you just boss around, not the host over here. You're the one that pushes the buttons, Kyle, so push that button. Let's hear some Me and My New Shoes.
I'm not the tech guy. But you know what? I'll do it. Just for you. Just because
The boss
it'll
is
get
slamming
you
his
up.
fist down. That means get to work, Kyle.
Sheriff and Mayberry, Me and My New Shoes.
in My New Shoes, Sheriff and Mayberry. Good golly, what a beautiful track. And I hope everybody is well, awake, and driving to your destination. If you're at home, thanks for listening to us. This is Kenny Mac G, along with Kyle and Zach No Fire on the
Ladies
Midnight
and gentlemen,
Hour.
this is Zach No Fire and
I
Sheriff
just
Mayberry.
announced your
What
name.
you just
Did you
heard
not hear
with
me? Am I
and my
invisible?
new shoes.
Do I exist?
Well, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
don't
it's
know.
well past the half hour, which, as you know, half the hour has gone by, which means
I
we
literally
have a
said
little bit left
everything
longer to
you
go,
just said
and
right
it does
now,
make me
actually.
sad, believe it or not, because I do get paid by the hour.
I don't get paid
And
at
we're
all.
only on for an hour, so I only get paid for an hour.
I get paid
But,
none.
you know, guys, music's important. That's why we're all here, and let's just enjoy what we're listening to. These are underground.
I try to enjoy
as
it.
you
I try to do
well
all
know,
this stuff, and you just keep
underground
making me
instrumental
sad
jazz.
and mad.
Which, as you know, the underground. Not literally, but you know what? I appreciate them more than what some top artist is making millions of dollars across international waters.
And that's what we're here for, to support the underground. It's almost time to say goodbye, and just so that you all know, we're gonna miss every single one of you, especially the ones who send us money to keep this station alive.
Yeah.
We love you more.
Don't let you fool you guys. Money's important. So if you want us to think you're important, you better send us some money. Anything to add, boss?
It's not a joke.
Our tech guy's just kind of sitting back there. He's just like, you guys are idiots. I hired the wrong crew.
That's not how you make money.
All right, so for
What are
you
you
guys,
talking about?
it is time to be laid back. You guys are probably wanting a little bit more smoother, slower jazz. So we got some more slow music coming at you for your good night's sleep. But enough about me. Let's listen to Zach. What does Zach have to say over there, Zach?
Hey guys, it's Zach No Fire here with you all night. Well, at least for the next 20 minutes. Let's see, what do we got on next? We got the Cat for Rat going with
We already played that.
But before then, we got a caller, and let's see what he has to say. Caller, what is your beef? What's up? Why you bother me so late at night? You know what time it is? Hey yo, I'm first time calling in, and I just want to say hey to all my friends. I got family in the area, and I want to say hey to my girlfriend. She's pretty cool. I met her last week, so things going pretty well. But I listen to you guys a lot, and I'm not just digging you guys as much as I used to. I think it's because you guys don't get as long as well as you guys used to. Well, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, but me and Kyle, that's just our thing. We zing each other, you know. I don't think you have any right to say. You know,
Personally, I think me and Zach still get along great. It's just, you know, when a guy doesn't make you a cup of
I get along
coffee at
with him
12
too.
in the morning,
Kenny Mac G, 5
there's going to be issues. I mean, look, even Merrick's already
showing
getting
you the
upset.
world around you.
I get that,
yeah.
but you know, you shouldn't be drinking coffee that late anyway, man. You know what? It's 12 in the morning. What are you gonna do? How long are you gonna be staying up that you need coffee?
Mikey, I agree with you. It is a health issue, but I mean, we have to stay awake. It is the midnight shift, and we do get paid. I don't get paid, but hey, it's whatever. I love doing my job. I don't care if I do
But
get
enjoy
paid.
it, man.
Kenny, I think he's talking to you.
Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. Thank you.
I
Yeah.
appreciate what you're saying, but you know, we don't
you.
just let anybody call in here and bash. You know, this may be America free speech, but you know, we'll bash you right back. You know, you'll be getting calls from us randomly. I'll be bashing you how you run your life.
No. We do
Are you
appreciate the
a
calls.
donator? Money to the station?
Yeah, man, I could barely pay my own bills. You think?
Hey, and I respect that. Bills to pay, lives to feed, and
Oh, thank
things
you,
to breathe.
thank you.
Hey, how are all of you doing tonight? For those of you just tuning in, this is the Midnight Hour, when you're listening to the underground instrumental jazz. We do requests as long as they're instrumental jazz, and you guessed it, underground.
You know, and don't even call back if you're just
edgy.
gonna belittle us again. You know what? I'm talking to you, Mikey. I didn't even hear your name, but I'm just calling you Mikey because you sound like an idiot. Yeah, how's that feel?
His
Don't
name
feel
was
too
Charles,
good. Maybe you
actually.
don't get along with your girlfriend.
Now, I want you guys. I want you guys to know.
We can't say
We do
that
not
on
argue
the
with
air.
every single listener that comes in here.
No, just you guys who think you can tell us how to run our business. You know what? Don't even try it.
Yeah, don't try it. But thank you to all you who are still listening and still paying us big bucks.
I love each and every one of you. You guys are great, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have such great viewers, such great studios, such great co-anchors.
Here I am. I gotta
And
make a
it's
living.
okay. Yeah, that works too.
So anyway, the hour is almost up. For those of you who
please
are
let
still
me
awake or still listening just because you're kissing and you can't reach the radio to turn us off, Kenny, do you got a song for us?
Wow, thank you. I want to request Coruscant by It's All in the Past. You know, this band, they may not make money, they may not have all the women, all the money, all the liquor, but they, you know what, they love what they do, and that's why I want to request this song, because they talk about Coruscant, which is a Star Wars canon, and it is just muy bueno, as the Italians say, and I just want... Okay. Coruscant, It's All in the Past. Enjoy. Thank you. And that was All in the Past recording their hit record Coruscant. May not be a hit now, but I guarantee it will be a hit in the future. You are listening to the Underground Jazz Station at the midnight hour with Kenny MacG along with Zach and Kyle. Along in the streets, keep out of sight and stay in school. In other news, North Korea has decided to engage in a rap battle, not just with rap, but with jazz and a sax off with ourselves.
I did not know that was going on.
I just made that up and I lied just to have a little juicy story.
And we told you, whenever you do that, we risk losing viewers.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck.
I stand by what I say. You know what? It will make you sense. If you ever thought to wonder, why are they charging 10 cents for these pancakes? I'll tell you why, folks, because they took them straight
Zach,
from somewhere
you're on
else that
record?
made them. Straight out of the dumpster, probably. Froze them,
Zach?
remade them. That's why they're 10 cents.
So where do you get your food? Where do you like to go out to eat around here?
You know, I like to make my own food. I'm one of those make your own food type of guys.
Well, there's the cafe, there's the drive-in Chinese restaurant, and then there's
Denny's.
the one grocery store.
Don't forget Denny's.
And don't tell me you buy it there.
Don't tell me you
You know
don't
what?
get
I actually like going to the
Denny's.
the drive-through.
The grocery store is literally owned by one person.
Well, they just opened up this. new
Unless he's a
Japanese-
listener, thank you for listening.
And you know what's up with the high prices? No wonder I eat at home.
Yeah, yes.
And if you're
yes.
a donator, thank you.
Donate more.
For those of you who would like to donate, just call the local radio station. Most of the donations, unfortunately, do go to Zach No Fire. Otherwise, we would give it to charity or something like that.
Or
But,
me.
like I said, the donations go to Zach No Fire.
I don't get paid.
For those of you who are about to fall asleep, one of our employees is about to pass out again.
Oh, yeah.
Something about jazz music. And you know what? Speaking of jazz music, I bet that's what it does for you guys, and I bet that's why you tune in to the Midnight Hour, is listening to that smooth jazz.
I sure as heck no, it's not for Kyle's smooth voice.
It's the smooth jazz. You gotta have a smooth voice for smooth
Yeah.
jazz. Can you do that, Zach? That was
know,
actually in the
actually-
job description. That was in the application.
Actually, all it said was, "Can you talk? Great, you got the job."
No, it was actually, you have to have smooth jazz. When people are listening to smooth jazz, they want to hear a smooth voice.
So my voice is smooth then.
It's getting there. It's
Okay.
getting there. Try it one more time.
Yay. Hey. Hey.
Now, don't you feel jazzy when you do that?
I feel.
You feel like it sounds stupid. You sound like a big old poopy head, and you're an idiot, and I don't like you.
But you know, funny thing, poor Zach, he used to work at the, where'd you used to work at around here?
I used to work at the gas station.
That's what yep, at the gas station. You know what station he turned it to? Jazz. That's what he turned it to. He said it kept him at ease. Because that's what it does. That's what it does for you guys. And that's why we're here. As a matter of fact, we chose midnight because it was the only hour available that the local place would give us. Because apparently everyone wants to listen to rock and roll all day long. And the only hour they could fit us in was midnight. So,
Technically, even a little after midnight.
it's a little after midnight. Yep. It's getting late. Maybe some of you are some truckers just tuning in. Just trying to get a little bit of calmness from waking up from terrible bed awakening. Or maybe you just woke up just fine. You just want to hear some jazz. Start your day. Boy, I envy you. I'd rather be going to sleep right now. Not waking up.
Quit drinking so much freaking coffee.
10 minutes left,
You
guys.
can
Come
probably
on
go to
now.
sleep right when you go home, which is less than a 5-minute drive near your car.
Easy.
It is less than a 5-minute. Unlike whenever we were at the college dorm. I tell you what, guys.
Tell me
Sometimes Zach would. Oh man, he'd come home from some kind of party, and he would do this show. I actually think we had to cut it out. Like, I think the only people who has ever heard it was literally the ones who was listening to it live at the time, because let me tell you, we almost got our station kicked off.
Oh, yeah.
Zach regrets most of the things he says. I say most. Most of it was in his heart, what he said. How he said it is what he regrets. But we love being here. This is the Jazz Hour. Zach, what news do you got for us?
That's my part,
We
actually.
Bringing the notes up a little closer, Kyle.
This
So
might-
you can see we don't all have great eyes
Supposed
like
to
you.
say the news.
National topics. What is our national topic for this evening?
Actually, I was hoping Kenny would give us the news here, because we've been kind of cutting him off. Kenny, take it away. Guys, I think his dark past is coming back right now, so before before we judge him anymore, we're going to ease his mind
Thank
with
you.
some more jazz. Coming at you, we have
I'm in
been
a dark
playing
place
the
right now.
following bands. For those of you who would like to look them up, download some of their music, purchase some of their records: Twin Trumpets, Cat for a Rat, Chick on a Bass, and Sheriff and Mayberry.
Don't forget Coruscant. You forgot Coruscant. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now? You forgot Coruscant.
Oh boy, if it was good. The last song that we played for you was All in the Past.
There
we
you go.
figured
Yeah,
we'd play
yeah,
a really
thank you.
smooth song for you that time. Actually, maybe I shouldn't take credit. That was all Kenny's doing.
Yep.
Kenny, thank you
Thank
for
you.
requesting Coruscant.
You're welcome. You're
Coruscant, All in the Past.
very welcome.
What was it? Kenny, why are you dropping stuff? This is why we can't have nice things.
Sorry.
You drop everything.
Sorry. I hate myself. I hate myself.
You drop everything.
I hate myself.
You know what? No. I'm gonna take a break. I gotta leave.
Welcome back, guys. Zach here. Cal took a little break. We had to put him down.
Whoa, what? Huh?
In a good way, yes,
Okay.
of course. We don't put down
All right.
children.
Oh.
But, how's everybody else going? You getting ready for bed? What do you guys do when you go to bed? You know, I just sit there and I sleep in the nude. A lot of people don't like that.
I do
It's pretty
too.
relaxing. It's freeing. Or born naked. Why not sleep naked?
You and Mikey both.
Bring up that guy's name one more time. I don't want to catch that guy calling here ever again unless it's to apologize. You got it? Yeah.
I think he was fine entitled to his opinion.
So I
No.
don't know if we want to start that at the
Huh.
end of the show.
You know what? I'll take a call just because it's the end of the show. And
Okay, if it gets bad,
I mean, at least we have a
take it
viewer,
off.
right?
We don't want our viewers
Yeah.
getting. We
Yeah.
love you guys.
You don't want to
Thank
get
you for listening.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, go. Put him on the
here we
line.
go.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, what's your name? Yeah, you know, I don't even feel comfortable you knowing my name anymore. You know what? Because you straight up call me out on your show and you make me look bad when you guys are the ones that you guys just mess up the radio. You know what, Kyle? This guy's banned. You know, because
He's
you know,
got a
I'm
point.
seriously
He's got a
trying
point.
to not lose my cool here, and you know, you're not doing a very good job of making me do that.
Easy, Zach. Easy. Hey, he's just a listener. He's just a caller.
A cent extra for every time you take in a call like that?
Yeah, exactly. You give me more money, pal. I have no problem taking your money. You know what? I don't even pay you guys. You know what? I just called down. I thought I'd tell you I love your show, but you guys there's some things I was trying to help you improve on,
And we
And-
appreciate that.
stuff like that. Well, you know what? We're not taking suggestions at this time.
I was open
If you want to do that, we got a secretary for that. You put it in writing, we might
we
take a
don't.
look at it. But until then, you know, your input is not really necessary. Thank
Mikey,
you.
we are accepting donations.
His
at
name's
this
not
time. For
Mikey.
all you listening, we are accepting donations.
You know, it's probably best if you guys just went off the air. You guys are always begging for money, and it's a little pathetic.
Every radio show does it, sir.
You know what? Not nearly as much as you guys. You know what? I have big problems with you guys using child labor laws. You guys
So we
ever
only
heard of
got an hour
that?
to
This
do
guy's
this.
practically running this show.
Yeah.
So many people are tuning in to jazz radio, and you're kind of making it hectic on everyone else right now.
I think I'm speaking for everybody when I say y'all should be shut down, and I'm thinking about filing a lawsuit.
Okay, well, anyways, thank you, caller, for listening. If anybody else has any more calls, then you can call. Feel free to call. Feel free to tell us our opinions, see how we can improve, see how we can deprove. That's not even a word. I made it up because I am talented. My goodness. Oh,
You know what?
sorry,
I
Brad,
don't even feel
that's
like
my
talking to you
voice.
anymore. Goodbye. Wait, what's your name? Oh, he hung up.
Yeah,
I didn't
hung
catch the
up
guy's
for
name,
me.
but who cares? You know me calling back over here.
Zach.
Kyle,
Zach.
anything to add?
Zach, do you notice me? Have you noticed that I've been here the entire time? You have not addressed me, nor have you said my name once, besides talking to me in the third person.
Seriously.
All right,
really
you know
have
what? Let's
not-
just cut out the chatter and let's get back to some more jazzy times. You know, we got twin trumpets with Nocturnal Ned. I know you.
So you do know that I'm here.
So let's get to it. Let's rock and roll, or as we
Excuse me.
say in the jazzy times and underground, let's jazz to it.
What does that even
That
mean?
is a saying now.
This is your host Kyle and your host Zachary No Fire and Kenny MacG.
That's right, Kenny MacG. World 5 minute in your news. The whole world. Next up, we got Twin Trumpets playing for you today. Everybody enjoy, and I love you all. And good night from the midnight hour of the Underground Jazz Network.
Goodbye, all of you.
With Nocturnal Ned.
What?